Sorry, child. Let me fix this. Okay. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's a weird pie. I hope that you stay and enjoy yourself. And if you are returning with a subscriber, love and appreciate you so much. You already know this, man. We're gonna do a quick We're gonna do a quick get ready with me whilst I tell you guys a story time. I actually have nowhere to go. I'm actually going to gym after this. But look, I'm lying. I have another video to film. So I just decided to just do 2 videos, you know, so I can give you guys some content. Okay. Anyway, you've probably already seen the title of this video. So if you wanna hear more from me, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. It's so easy. Okay? Right, let's get right into it. I'm not doing anything bougie to my face. So yeah, I might do a few things off of camera to save time as well, because I'm not trying to make this a lengthy video. But yeah, Sizzleborn, let's see how it goes. All right, so the story I'm going to tell you guys is something that happened to me years ago. I laugh now, guys, ne? I laugh now, but when things happen to you and when they're still quite fresh, you can't be laughing because of kubuhlungu. But I laugh now because I'm obviously over it, past it, and yeah, if I keep looking away, it's because I'm obviously looking in the mirror. I hope I'm not too close. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't put on my primer. See, this is why I don't want to be doing my makeup on camera. So I'll be forgetting the important, but actually I'm not going to put on primer. I know why. Because I'm not keeping this face on for long. This is just for the purpose of this video, right? Okay. So I was dating someone a few years ago. And we started dating about, okay, wait, January, February, March, April, May, June. We started dating 2017 end of Feb. We met mid-Feb, but only started dating officially end of Feb, right? And let me tell you guys something about me. I'm one person whereby I'm a people's person. I love people and whatever. And so if in any instance I'm feeling some type of way about someone, I'm feeling like there's just something about this person, 90% of the time that is always the case. But because I'm the type of person who likes to give people the benefit of the doubt, people always end up screwing me over. And it's always these people where you're feeling some type of way about them, but you give them a chance. And what do? They screw you over. But anyway, and this applies to me in every way. Friendships, relationships, the works. Like, as soon as I feel some type of way about someone and I've just met them without even knowing anything about them from their past, or without even having a history with that person, or knowing someone that's had a history with that person, if ever I feel like something is wrong with someone, I swear to God, 90 to 95% of the time that is the case, and they're going to prove to me exactly why I felt about them. I felt that way about them from the very beginning. But anyway, let's move on from that. So I met this man. I think it was mid-Feb, or just mid-Feb, beginning of March. I meet this man. I'm out with friends. We've just gotten back. I think we went to a Sky Vodka event, yes. And I'm with my best friend at the time. And we had a friend that was a photographer, so he invited us. No, he was going to this event, Scandinati, we were gonna go, so we ended up going together. okay. Go from there, then we leave. I think it was at Coffee Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. It was at Coffee Brooklyn, I'm actually correct. Before Coffee Brooklyn got revamped. They were having the after party. I don't remember where, but we were not interested in their after party because it was actually quite like, ugh. So our photographer friend is like, I'm going to, I think Casper Nyovest was performing a Blue Room. So he's like, I'm going to Blue Room. You guys can feel free to come with. And we're like, actually, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Because obviously also at that time, we are queens of groove. We are yes girls in the sense whereby, look, I've been a city girl for a long time. In the sense whereby the streets being new me. I've been that girl that just loves to go out and will go out. And you know what, especially if I'm given an invitation and I know I'm going to be taken care of, Giaya Lab, that's exactly where I'll be. Anyway, so we go to Blue Room, chilling there. Casper he comes, he performs. Kumnandi. Oh, we got so drunk. Okay, no, I think I might be mixing up nights. Anyway, doesn't matter. Long story short, now we're at Blue Room. Kumnandi. This waiter comes up to me and she's like, hey babe, so we're gonna, by the way, 2016, I've just moved to Pretoria, and no, 2017 is my second year in Pretoria, and I obviously still enjoy going out and whatnot and being invited to things. She's like, we're gonna have an event soon and we'd love to invite you, you know, offer you complimentary bottle or something, you know, blah 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 blah, since your mates are doing the most tonight. So if you're interested, can you please give me your contact details, Yabo? So I'm getting me now, I'm not interested. I don't know also why I decided that night to say I wasn't interested, but I wasn't. But my friend, she's like, no man, come on, let's go. And we went as friends, obviously. So my other friends gave their details. Nama ended up giving my details. Okay, cool. Guys, the following morning, I wake up to a WhatsApp. Hey, I'm just like, who the hell's this? I'm like, hi, who's this? How can I help you? It's like, hi, my name is... let's call him Jack. My name is Jack, and I got your number last night. I'm like, that's not possible because I didn't give anybody my number. So where did you get my number from? He's like, Ish, I can explain. Now I'm like, okay, I'm listening. Explain yourself to me. He's like, no, so what had happened was, you remember the waiter that came to you yesterday? She said she wanted your details, blah, 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 blah. I'd asked her to actually get your number from me because I had a feeling like if I came and I asked you for your number, you were going to say no. And also because there were guys at your table, I wasn't sure like the type of setup, if you're with someone or whatever. Already there, I'm just like, red flag, red flag. You're obviously a dodgy ass nigga, because why can't you just come up to me yourself? But I'm also just like, I guess I hear what he's saying. This is me already making excuses for someone I don't even know. Anyway, let's move past that. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, but I'm already put off, so I don't entertain him for the longest time, and I'm very just like nonchalant about him. But he's obviously trying his luck. Anyway, about a week or two passes by. He's like to me, he's heading to Durban with a mate. They're going to celebrate somebody's birthday. Would I like to come? I'm like, no, I don't even know you from a bar of soap. I'm not gonna do that. And also I have commitments. I'm going home actually, which is in Durban, but I'm like, I already have a commitment that I'm attending to, which is me going home, blah blah blah. He's like, okay, let me book your flights. I'm like, no, I've already booked, you know, my mom's already booked for me. He's like, no, okay, we can meet up when you're in Durban. I'm like, definitely not, I ain't got the time for you, you know. Now, you know, he's trying really hard and I'm just like, nah. Anyway, guys, let's move past that. Now, I start, you know, entertaining this man, Shem, and I start to enjoy him. And now, I wake up one day and it's 2 months down the line and we're officially dating and it's nice. I'm happy. I'm a very spoiled girl, which is very important to me, being spoiled. And I'm a very spoiled girl, very well taken care of. Look, I'm a kept hand, man. Like, don't know I being into grand. Then now, it's about June. I'm working for a brand. This is my problem. I want to talk, but I also have to do my makeup. I'm working for this brand. And in me working for this brand, they take us to a concert. We were brand ambassadors for a brand. Take me to a concert, and we go to this concert. It was the Travis Scott. Is it Travis Scott or Bryson? I don't remember, but it was a Castle Light Unlocked that was taking place in Polokwane. The reason why we went to the one in Polokwane was because the one in Joburg, I think, was sold out by the time we were officially working for them or something like that. But yeah, go to Polokwane, guys. Have such an amazing night. And fortunately, though, it ended in tears. Why I say it ended in tears, here we are in Polokwane, where we've parked outside the venue. We go to the VIP. Kube mnandi, guys, like we had the time of our lives. And by the way, now when we're going to the concert, obviously some of us have left our phones. Okay, some of the others had left their phones. Excuse me. But obviously we've left our bags, and you just kind of just take what you're gonna need, which would be, we didn't even need our wallets because the brand was covering all our expenses. So we leave our wallets, we leave all our stuff, you know, just take your phone, power bank if you need a power bank, card if you want to have a card to get yourself extra stuff and all that. Yeah, well, sure. So now, guys, how we leave. The concert is over. We're leaving now, guys. We get to this kumbi that we came in. Must figure to the kumbi, guys. The kumbi is empty. The doors are unlocked. Do you understand that also we've been drinking throughout this night, having such a lit time? Yo, I remember everyone just sobering up immediately on time. Because we actually got into the car, right? And drove off. But as we're like pulling out of the thingy, what's it called? Out of the parking area. I don't remember who it was that said, guys, I can't find my bag. And we're like, there's no way, because we all left our bags in here, and then there's some things in the boot. Let's check the boot, guys. We get to the boot, there's nothing. We look underneath all the chairs, there's not one bag. Now we're just like, fuck, all our shit is gone. So we've been carjacked. Evidently, maybe when we parked the car and locked, these people did whatever they did. They eventually took all our stuff. Now, I remember that it was gonna be Father's Day. I think it was June. Yeah, it was definitely June. I remember it was gonna be Father's Day, and I had withdrawn cash to get my man a present. So I have about 3K cash in my wallet. I've in this bag also are my keys to Res, because I still stayed at Res at the time. My keys to Res, my charger. The only thing I had on me was my phone, my glasses. And I was wearing a jacket that had pockets on the inside. So I had my phone, my glasses, my cable for my phone, and like a 200 Rand note. Guys, when I tell you that 200 Rand note saved our lives, because that was the 200 Rand note we used to pay the toll gates to go home. And I remember like, everybody's so stressed because now they don't have phones. They don't know who to call because they need to get picked up. It was me and this other guy that had our phones. We're the only two lucky people that left the phones, because everybody had decided to leave their phones in the car because they thought obviously at the concert people are going to be pickpocketed and whatever. So it makes more sense to leave your phone in the car. Little did we know that was not going to be the case. Anyway, we move. Hi again. We drive back to Pretoria. People are crying, guys. It's so sad after the amazing night that we've had. Like, such a great experience. It just ended in such tears. Anyway, we are now on the way to Pretoria, dropping off people, blah, 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 blah. Eventually, now it's time to drop me off. And I'm on the way calculating like, shit, you know what? How am I even gonna get home? Because now, if I go to Res, I can't go to Res because I don't have my keys. I don't have my student card. My roommate, who was also my best friend at the time, I think she went to her boyfriend's place, so she's obviously not around. I tried calling her, but you know, already her phone is just ringing, and I'm thinking, she's passed out. Guys, it's about 2:30 in the morning, so you can just understand the stress. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually can't go to res, you know? And obviously, my friend and her boyfriend were, I don't know where. I can't now expect them to come in the middle of the night to pick me up and offer me a place to stay. The only family I have in Pretoria is my aunt. And, well, she stays all the way in the north of Pretoria. I'm coming from Polokwane via Pretoria, Joburg. I can't be waking her up in the middle of the night with her husband to come and fetch me. So I'm obviously just like, okay, this leaves me to one last person, which is my boyfriend. Now, to give you guys a bit of a time frame, I had been texting this guy almost like the whole evening. We'd been talking to each other until about like... So he tells me he's out with mates. I don't know where they are, but they're out drinking, blah, blah, blah. I think the last text that I sent to him was at about midnight when I was telling him like how the night is going. And he was telling me that he was drunk. He had a friend coming over. The friend was going to sleep over in the other room. I'm like, okay. Now, I already know this man, when he goes out and he's had a night, you know, he passes out, then he'll wake up obviously in the morning and talk to me, or he'll tell me, I'm home now, good night. And I know he's one of those people when you call at night, like, especially if he's been drinking, the phone is just gonna ring till God knows when. So, bear in mind, he said he's going back home. The one friend is gonna sleep over in the other room. And it's sure. I want you guys to take note of that. Okay. So I think the last form of communication we had, where's this eyeshadow? The last form of communication we had was around midnight when he was obviously telling me that. By the way, then everything is fine, obviously. Only at about like 2 a.m. is when we've now realized that all our stuff has been jacked and obviously now shit is hitting the fan. I'm calling this man up like, boy, listen, this has happened. I'm blowing up his phone. No response. No reply. I'm like, okay. It is indeed what it is. In my mind, I'm like, no, man, you know what? These ones, they got so drunk. Now they've passed out. And they've passed out. See? Obviously, he's sleeping. So, let me just go to the house because I have no other way. Also, I'm thinking to myself now, I'm very bad with directions and we'd only been together for about 3 months. So you can just imagine that I'm not too good with directions. So I know where he stays, but I'm not, you know, but I'm just like, hey, you know what, it is what it is. Anyway, we get to the garage that's in Midrand, that shell on the N1, is it called the N1 South? Yeah, that one. And now my brand manager, if I can call him that, is just like, Bobs, you know, we're headed to Joburg now, so we're going to have to leave you here. What can we do to ensure that, you know, you're safe? So I tell them, guys, please request an Uber for me. Make it this place, which is a place that I know is like not far from boyfriend's place. They're like, okay, cool. You'll let us know when you're home. Because my phone had died, so they request for me. I tell the Uber driver, look, I don't have cash on me because we're coming from PLK and something happened like this, but I'll give you the money when I get home. Please take me there. That's my boyfriend's place. When you get there, I'll give you the cash. Okay. And luckily, it was an old man. And I've always been in luck, like, when I'm in awkward situations, like when I'm in really tough, tense situations, guys, like I'm always in luck of meeting people that help me. I don't know how to make sense of it, but anyway, that's a story for another day. This man takes me to baby boy's place. Not even baby boy, not an old man, but anyway, not old, but anyway. He takes me to his place. We get there eventually. Now, guys, whenever something bad happens to me, it's almost like I sense it, or it's like, I can't explain it. I always sort of get a flash of something before it happens to me. I can't explain it. I don't know if it's because I'm an overthinker, so I think of all the most worst possible scenarios, and then when one happens, I'm like, oh gosh, I saw this coming. Maybe that's actually the honest truth, but anyway. I kept thinking to myself, what if this man is with someone? And I don't know why I thought that, because this man had never given me he had never made me feel like he was cheating, you know? I never felt like the man was cheating. But I don't know why on this specific night, I'm thinking, what if this man is with someone? By the way, I haven't cried, Mina, after the whole Bulugwane thing. I'm one of those people who has delayed shock, so I take a while to process something. So when it happens, I'm just like, okay. Then only after a while, when I start to think it through, I'm like, oh, actually, no. Angi correct. But anyway. Guys, when I tell you that we get to this man's house and my heart just starts to race. My heart just starts beating fast. In Nguni, we say, Bengi no valo, kashawu valo. I don't know what that is in English. I don't know how to translate it even in another language. I don't even know what it is in Tswana or whatever. But kashawu valo, guys. Like my heart was racing. My heart is racing and I'm just like, why am I feeling like this? What's going on? Hi, I'm like, you know what, let me pay no mind. Let me just get into this house. Now, my first red flag about this house is that the lights are on. Already me, being me, I'm like, why are the lights on? The lights are on at 3 a.m. in the morning. No. This doesn't sound correct. But I'm just like, no, man, let me not be overthinking it. You know, let me not stress myself. I think I'm just going to do a plain pink eyeshadow. But I'm also just like, what are the odds of me feeling like this right now? So, okay. I noticed that the lights are on. How? I also noticed that the door is not locked, but the gate is. So I end up knocking on the bedroom window, like, babe, baby, blah, 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 babe, baby. And I remember just thinking, no, man, surely I didn't check the door properly. Kanti, it was me. It was actually all unlocked. I walk in the house, guys. When I walk in the house, I walk into the main bedroom. When I get into the main bedroom, guys, is this man not having the time of his life? This hun is riding this man into the sunrise rather, because it was in the wee hours of the morning. Now I'm just there like, okay, what do we have here? Well. I'm Clay. So I'm just like, okay, you know. So I walk out the room. Remember, bear in mind that I'm one of those people who takes a while to process things. So when things happen to me, at first I'm shocked and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And then I need a moment to actually sit and be like, okay, wait, what's happening? Guys, when I tell you that I went to the lounge and I sat down, in this moment in time, I have even forgotten that I've left an Uber driver outside waiting for me to pay him. I have forgotten completely because I'm just like, what did I just see? In me still trying to process what's going on, this Han walks out this room half naked. This is not a Han. She's actually old. She's older than the guy himself. She walks out of the room and she's just like, who the hell is this? She's asking him, who the hell is this? Now, in that moment, I'm like, if you're asking him who the hell I am, that means that you obviously do not know about my relationship with this man. I'm not talking, by the way. This is all happening in my head. Like, I'm putting 2 and 2 together and I'm getting 6. I'm like, oh, Kazuguti, I'm either the side chick here or this man was trying to have these 2 relationships without either one of us obviously knowing. But I'm also just like to myself, no, don't be calculating, you know, too much. Just wait and see how this plays out, you know. Guys, long story cut short, I'm trying to cut this as short as possible. It's quite a lengthy story, especially like if I were to tell you like all the happenings and all the events of that night from that moment forward. It's quite lengthy. Hi there. She gets upset. Now my mind comes back, oh my gosh, I've left an Uber driver outside. I need to pay this man. So I said to him, listen, it's fine. I actually have an Uber driver outside that I need to pay. Please give me cash so that I can go. I don't know where I'm going, just side notes, but in my mind I'm like, I have to leave, obviously. He's like, you're not going anywhere. So I'm talking to him in the kitchen. I'm talking to him in like the lounge. I don't know where in the house this hun is. In my mind, I'm assuming that she's in the bedroom getting dressed, or I don't know. Guys, while I'm still talking to this man is begging me like, please don't leave. I can explain. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, it's fine. Like, I don't want to talk right now. I've had a really long night. Just declare the money so I can be out of your way. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Riz. I think I ended up saying I'll go to Riz or something. Guys, jiggy while we're still talking and he's still begging me, this hand comes out of nowhere with boiling hot water. She's just like, I'm about to burn you. I'm about to stab you. I'm just like, I didn't sign up for all of this. Anyway. Okay, this one is like, no, he's like, you're not going anywhere. You know, you have nowhere to go. Wada. I'm like, how would you know? You've been busy here the whole night. So why does this bother you? And he's just like, I said what I said. This is him. And I'm just like, okay, what must happen now? Are all three of us gonna sleep in this house? Because now he's trying to calm her down as well. There's also me on this side, and I'm very calm. Now we're all sitting in the lounge, guys. All three of us are sitting in the lounge, and she's doing all the questioning, and I'm just sitting there thinking, what the hell's going on here? Like, I've had the best 2 months of my life, and it's all literally just crumbled in the mouth. Sorry about that, guys. I decided to do the other eye and do my wing off camera because woo. What am I doing? Mascara. So, you know, like, I've had the best 2 months of my life with this man. He is, okay, not my life, but, you know, for the longest time. And I'm so in love with this man. Just for me to come back home one day after what I could consider such a tragic night to this, you know. Anyway, guys, long story cut short, she's asking all these questions and she's just like, who is this girl? How long have you been together? So he's answering where he can. And now she's asking me to answer. And I'm just like, babe, you can't fight me. I'm just as shocked as you are to see you. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you before. Why are you going to fight me? He's playing us. We should be fighting him. I'm not answering her. She's asking, how do you guys know? She's asking me questions and I'm just there like, I'm not the one that you're going to be fighting with because I'm not the one that's cheated on you. Okay, yeah. Long story cut short, guys. After what is dramatic, she starts losing her mind, you know, beating this nigga up and blah, 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 blah. Eventually, she's like, she wants to be taken home. Shame, upoy of a driver, guys, in this moment in time, I've gone out to talk to him and tell him what's going on, but I'm like to him, don't worry, you're still gonna get paid. Eventually, we give him the cash, here's the money, whatever. Now, this hand is like, she wants to go home. You know, guys, there are many situations in my life that I look back at and I'm just like, yeah, no, I have been a resident of being a bobai. Ooh. I have been a resident for quite some time in my life of being a bobai. When I say that we took this hand home, me and this man got into the car to take her home. And yeah, I remember we're sitting in the car. So So she sits at the back and she's like to me, so I haven't gotten into the car. Because he lies and he says he's going to take me home after he drops her off because she stays nearby or something like that. So we take her. Gosh, where's the slash? We take her and yeah, get to her house. She starts going off about how, and I'll never forget, this lady said to me, she was like, good luck with this man, you're gonna need it. I don't know, man, Uguti, why I decided to stay with that man. Even after being given that warning, I still stayed. Anyway, we move. We all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. Anyway, it is indeed what it is. Sahamba. Drop her off, she gets out the car, and now guys, she banged that car door so hard. When she banged that car door, guys, that's when I started crying. I think that's when like the shock in me woke up. I was so shocked, guys. Like, yo. Now, one thing about me, I have been cheated on, but I've never caught a man cheating. Oh no, I'm lying. But it wasn't that deep that time. I mean, I don't count that time. Yeah. But I think for me, the one thing about that experience that was really, really, oh, just a heads up, if you guessed it, you guessed right. I did stay with him even after that for another year and months. So we were basically together for about 2 years. And I should have left that night and never looked back. And this is something I always even tell my friends, like, guys, if a man cheats on you once, he will definitely cheat on you again and again and again. And the more you keep telling yourself you're gonna take it, you're gonna take it, you're gonna take it, let me tell you, it does more damage to you than it does nothing to him. The only thing it does for him is that he tells himself, well, I have some form of control over her because she won't leave me. She can't leave me, you know? And like, guys, that night for me was such a hard night because I was still crying over the fact that I had obviously lost my belongings. I lost a bag that my gran had bought for me that I loved so much. Oh my word, she had bought me a bag as a gift and I loved that bag and it was still quite new. Then, you know, I had a purse in there that was lost with all my belongings, cards, money, cash, gone. I lost so many things. And just the tragedy of knowing that you have to start all over again. Now I need to start again doing student cards, raise keys, bank cards, ID. Yeah. It was a lot. It was really just a lot. But anyway, that's besides the point. The moral of my story, guys, is that there really is no need for you to stay with a man that has cheated on you. Because one thing about that man, he will cheat on you again. I stayed with this man. So what happened was, now after this whole incident of us fighting about this, he eventually told me that he had actually been seeing this woman for about 4 years. He had been seeing this woman for 4 years, and yes, she was older than him. And their relationship just started being a bit tricky because she had kids with other people, and that just really, towards the end of the relationship, started causing problems, but he couldn't leave. Niggas lie. I was just like, you couldn't leave, you didn't love her, but you got her right into the sunset. Sunrise, rather. Anyway, I stayed with that man. Even after that. I stayed with that man and he continued to cheat. Religiously still. I remember, you know, there were times where I'd just be like, why am I still here? But also, guys, I was so in love with the man. You know when you just love someone. Like, okay, yes, also the fact that I guess I was just a bye clown central. But shame, I really, really loved that man. I didn't have to stay that long. There really was no need for me to stay because let me tell you, not even 3-4 months later, there was just things coming out about this man, about his cheating, and Hans, approaching me, sending me DMs, and one thing about a cheating man is he will be so public about the relationship more than you. That time, he's the one cheating on you. And you're just there like, how you gonna do me like that? How the hell are you gonna do me like that? That time, I'm not someone to post the person I'm with, guys. I don't post my boyfriends. I won't. Guys, I'm sure even when I'm married, I will not be posting your face and your words. Me, I'll post an elbow. I'll post an ankle. I'll post an ankle. What's this? A wrist, an ankle, a little corner of the shoulder, back of the head. Now, when it's the back of the head, it's just here. Okay? Because I know myself also. When you know your man, guys. If you show me the back of a man's head and that's my man, I will know for a fact that it's mine. I don't have to see a lot. Just to see the top of the head, or you see just the back here, or you just see a full side profile, you already know that's your nigga. You already know that's your nigga. So I don't be, and I don't know if it's because I've been traumatized because I've been cheating on so much, but like I don't post anything that I feel like someone can identify and say that is so and so. That is so and so's arm. That is so Bobby's definitely did. Hell no, I would not do that. And fair enough, someone's gonna say, shame, you haven't healed. I have. One thing about men, they will disappoint you, sweetie. They will disappoint you. Anyway, guys, this thing I did end up being with that man, and it became, when that relationship ended, it literally, I'm so glad that I left. I just wish I'd left sooner. And I want everyone to take away from this that when somebody shows you their true colors once, believe them the first time. You don't have to give someone 10, 15, 20 chances for you to know and understand that person ikaka yomdu. Do you understand? Because the honest truth is, when a person is just a shitty person, they're just a shitty person. And only until they want to come and pull themselves towards themselves, or only when they decide that they want to do better or become a better person, only then will they decide to change, and will they actually actively change. You being in someone's life, and the thing is also, some people will say cheating is not about the love someone has for you. As far as I'm concerned, if you're gonna cheat on me but you still came to love me, you don't love me as much as you say that you do. Quite frankly, you don't love me at all. That's just how I see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, honestly, leave. If your man's cheating on you, leave that man today. And I know it sounds easier said than done. Trust me. I know. It definitely sounds easier said than done, because when people around you are telling you, leave that nigga, you're just like, no, but I love him. My love, just leave. There's literally nothing. There's nothing there for you. Once a man has cheated on you and you've caught him, especially, it's even a different. It's a different story, but it's the same thing in the sense where even if you catch a nigga or you don't catch him, the fact that he's cheating on you, then he goes and he cheats on you in the same house that you're supposed to be staying with him in. Is it crack? One thing about men, they don't deserve anything. This is a generalized statement, but I mean every single one of them. They deserve nothing. Guys, I stayed with this very same man that started to become controlling over my whereabouts. That started not wanting me to go out, because obviously now he thinks I'm doing what he's doing. Sweetie pie, no. you and I are not the same. And that's another thing about men that cheat. They project onto you so much because they know what they're doing behind closed doors. Not even behind closed doors, because that nigga was cheating. Yay! Guys, leave cheating men alone until they eventually learn their lesson. Just leave them alone. Honestly, there's nothing for you there. You don't have to. Look. You're not obliged to stay. Now you're somebody's child. You don't deserve that. You do not deserve that. Honestly speaking. And I honestly wish that I'd listened to the people that told me to leave. But then again, you know what they say? You can never give a woman that's in love advice. She's not gonna take it. Leave that nigga today. Anyway, let me finish off my look, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys to say a goodbye properly, because I am nearly done. And then, yes.
Few moments later.